Too busy and too soft, guys. Too busy? Are you too busy? Do you feel like you're too busy, and do you feel like you're too soft? I was gonna do the video out here, but I'm gonna go inside, and I'm gonna help you guys solve this problem today of being too busy and too soft. Okay? All right. Hey guys, come on, Epic. Give me 1 second, guys. Epic, in. Let's go. Kiba. There's too many mosquitoes out here. Like Florida's like kicking up right now. Epic, in. Let's go. So when I say too busy, like you feel like you don't have enough time for things that are important to you. You're always running around with your head cut off. And then when I say soft, what I mean is like physically, like especially men out there, you know, the idea of being soft really stinks, man. Nobody wants to be soft. It sucks. Soft, you got little tiny arms, you don't have any muscles, like you can't even do a push-up as a man. It's like, oh, that's a problem, dude. So if you're too busy and you're soft, too soft, you're gonna have a miserable time. And I want to help you guys with that today. All right. So let me see if I can get a spot for this thing here. Oh, here's a good spot. My my wife came out here, was using this. How many of you guys have? You're in a relationship where you guys play around with spaces, and it's like you have your way, you have stuff set up, and they have the way that they have stuff set up. And you're like, and it's a big my way or the highway thing. Anyways, all right, let's. Me and my wife been together for like going on 18 years or something like that. So there's been plenty of battles of space dominance, but when you're too soft, it sucks. When you're too busy, it sucks, because really both of those things make you feel like shit about you, right? When you're too busy, you run around helping everybody else out, and you never have time for yourself. When you're too soft, you don't feel good about you. You don't feel confident. You don't like to take your shirt off. You don't like to. You're not proud of your body. You have low self-esteem when you're soft. I mean, for me, when I was those things, when I was busy, too busy, running around with my head cut off, and when I was soft, like I wasn't physically fit, I didn't feel good about me. So how do you fix those two things? Well, I was thinking a lot about this today and how I can help you guys with these two areas. There's a lot of men out there that feel inadequate. There's a lot of men out there that feel weak. There's a lot of men out there that just don't feel good about themselves. It's a huge problem. And I read a statistic that said that 80% of suicides come from men. And you know, suicide is not reserved for guys that just are broke either. I have a friend who lost a close friend of his who was a guy, and he was a billionaire. And you know, they said it was suicide. And then there was a guy, you know, 2 years ago that I knew that committed suicide, and he was at first appearance, like he looked successful, and he looked financially like he was doing well for himself, and he committed suicide. So like my point is that men are just not happy, dude. Like men, no matter what size of your business, no matter where you're at in life, we've had this culture where men have kind of like bottled up their emotions, bottled up their problems, and nobody really hears them. Well, I hear you guys, and I'll tell you that if you do not feel good about your life, if you don't feel good about you, I hear you, and you know, you need to fix your life, dude. That's your problem, is that you haven't really fixed your life. You've been chasing a lot of things outside. Okay, so what I mean is that there's a quote that I live by, right? Which is, everywhere you go, there you are. Everywhere you go, there you are. So no matter where you go in life, if you do not like you, you're gonna hate the experience that you're in. All right, so where I learned personally how to not be, you know, soft and not be too busy, run around helping everybody else, was I had to learn how to in order to change those two things, and in order to change being soft and being too busy, you have to like really appreciate being with you. Like you have to value, like when do you guys spend time pouring into yourself? Really, like when I go to the gym, you know, when I was young, I was complaining about my soft body, my physique. And my dad said, hey, if you don't like something about it, you fix it. So I went to work and I started fixing it. I've been writing workout programs since I was like 15 years old for other people, because I got obsessed about it, because I didn't like feeling like shit. I didn't like feeling soft and weak. So I started working out and started training, and that fixed that problem in my life. And some guys will go their whole life ignoring the physical problem that they have, and they'll try to overcompensate by making more money or chasing, being good at like maybe winning over women with their words. But like my point is that if you don't appreciate you and you haven't developed you, no matter where you go, who you're with, you're gonna hate the situation. So for me, what I had to do to destroy the soft version of me is I had to get fed up, dude. I had to get fed up. I had to make a decision. Okay? And that's what you're gonna have to do. All right? This is like, I know this is simple shit, but maybe this is just the message that you needed to hear. I heard something interesting recently. Somebody said that rock bottom, you have to hit rock bottom to turn things around. And the guy said, well, according to the definition of rock bottom by the people I speak to, because he was like a doctor that worked with people in mental health and all sorts of things, he's a psychiatrist actually. He said, by the standard definition, when these people describe rock bottom, it is their turnaround moment. So you don't necessarily, do you have to hit rock bottom? Well, if rock bottom is the turnaround moment, then yes, you have to hit the turnaround moment to turn things around. So you got to make yourself feel like what you're going through is rock bottom in order to turn it around. You have to really soak it in. And that's what happened to me when I shifted from not liking to be around myself to liking to be around myself. I used to be one of those busy guys. I was always doing things for other people all the time. I did build myself up and work on my physical fitness, but I started achieving at a very high level in the military. Maybe you guys can relate to this. Maybe in your business, you started achieving, but then when you sat alone, you didn't like yourself. And that was the case with me. So what fixed the emptiness that I felt when I was sitting alone was I went into journaling and reflection, and I went and dove into introspection. Okay, I spent a lot of time reflecting on why did I feel the way that I felt? What wrongs did I do that were making me feel the way that I felt? And I started writing those wrongs internally. Now, this is the work that nobody really does in society. Like, people don't wake up. I forget, I've been living this kind of way for so long, working out, journaling, working on myself as like a fundamental process for my life. I've been doing this for 10 years, really. 2013 was when I really started, and then 2017 was when I took it to a whole nother level because I had hit another rock bottom. And this is what I'm telling you guys. If you want to feel good, regardless of how much money is in your bank account, when you take your shirt off at the pool, when you walk into a room, if you want to feel good about you, when you're on social media, a lot of you guys don't post on social media because you don't feel good about you. If you want to feel good about you and you want your life to start rising and no matter what's going on in your life, to feel confident, to feel good, you're going to have to get fed up of your own shit. You're going to have to stop searching for somebody else to change your situation, reach down, grab your proverbial nuts and, start getting to work, man. I think that confidence comes from suffering. I think it comes from suffering and challenge. And if you're not challenging yourself on a regular basis, you're screwed, Mel. So this is kind of what I think is happening with society, why people don't really introspect. Even like right now, you guys are watching the YouTube video. We've created this society where everybody is used to getting information outside of themselves. Everybody's used to getting, when they need answers, you go to ChatGPT. When you need answers, you go to Google. When you need answers, you go to YouTube. Like, many of you guys look for answers inside of books, people, courses, YouTube, whatever it is. You look for answers outside of yourself. And one of the biggest gifts that I was ever given that was a huge problem and painful experience in my life was deploying at 20 years old. We didn't have the ability to reach into others as like we have today to find answers. I had to find answers within myself. All right, at 20 years old, I had to go within and ask myself what I was going to spend my life doing. What was I going to do next with my life? Who did I want to be? And if you're a male in your 30s, you're male in your 40s, and you still haven't figured out who you want to be, bro, get your shit together. Get your shit together, bro. You spent so much time chasing things outside of yourself, you completely forgot to find yourself. You're supposed to find yourself, dude. This is the shit that nobody told you, and I'm telling you. And you can find it, but you're gonna have to spend time with yourself. You're gonna have to go to the gym, go work out, go train, go inside of your mind. You're gonna have to wake up early, start journaling and reflecting, and go inside of your thoughts, go inside of your soul, but you won't do it. You're gonna avoid the work. You're gonna go and try to type into ChatGPT and ask it to give you the answers you're looking for. You're not gonna listen to the guy that's telling you, that has been where you're at, what exactly you need to do. Why don't you just try it one time? Why don't you just try it for one day? And if you can't do it, then you need to get some help, bro. Like, you need to get some accountability in your life or something. Because this is like a huge wasted opportunity. Like, not listening to yourself your whole life, saying you want to go work out, saying you're going to go introspect and go inward, and then not doing it is just going to make you feel worse. Okay? So I really do want all of you guys, we're in tough times right now as an economy. Even like in my business right now, I shut down my group coaching program. I'm only working with people one-on-one. And it's a tough time in my life. But I'll tell you, I'm happy as shit, dude. I mean, I'm not stressing about things. It's because I'm happy with myself, and it's because I've spent the last decade going inward on myself, building myself up. And this is what I want to transfer to you guys. I want to transfer this confidence, this self-assurance, this self-belief. And you guys have it inside of you. It's not like I have it and you don't. It's just that maybe my tank is full and yours is still kind of like low, or maybe some of you don't have it at all. Some of you other guys, you've been building yourself up, but there's no reason why you can't feel good about yourself. And when you value yourself, guys, when you value yourself to the level that I know that you should be valuing yourself, you won't find yourself jumping in and pleasing everybody else. You won't find yourself being busy and being everybody else's plaything. You'll become the commander and the center point of your world. You won't move for the world. The world will move for you. You'll be like gravity. When you work on yourself so much, when you do these simple things, you build up your self-discipline, your self-respect, it starts to feel like gravity. You start to feel like gravity. You start to feel like you are an immovable object. And when people get upset at you, you're not even fazed because you're happy with yourself. And now life, when you become this type of man, this type of leader that is physically fit, mentally strong, spiritually sound, you're like a black hole. Like, things just start getting pulled into you. You develop this aura, that people can sense it around you, and be on the lookout for that too, because sometimes people just get pissed off, when they feel it. But they'll confuse your confidence for arrogance and start attacking you. But the whole point here is that in order for you guys to not feel busy, in order for you guys not to feel soft, you're gonna have to get fed up. You're gonna have to sit in your discomfort. You're gonna have to welcome the pain, and only then will you, if you sit in it enough, will you make the decision to change. So let's stop chasing things outside of ourselves. Let's go inward, moving into the back of 2025. And I appreciate all you guys on YouTube, man. I'm having a blast on this channel. The views on the last few videos weren't too great, but I'm gonna keep trying to get better, keep trying to drop some good knowledge for you guys, improve your lives. And this is gonna be like one of those situations where like my YouTube channel is like a sleeper channel, and then all of a sudden my brand like blows up, and everybody's like, damn, he had all these videos this whole time, and it'll be like one of those overnight success stories on the internet. But at least that's what I feel like. But anyways, guys, I hope this video was helpful for you. I just wanted to pass on some knowledge. I know it was a little bit longer. Been doing a little bit longer videos, and my cadence has been off the last couple weeks, but still got it out for you guys. And remember what I said is that if you want to fix too soft and too busy, you got to go inward, man. Introspection. You got to build the best you. Most all of our problems can be solved by building the best us. Appreciate you guys. Keep kicking ass, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Conquer all.